Thank you, Deputy Speaker. There are a lot of people around the country right now with football fever. The Matildas have captured the imagination of the nation, and we are right behind them in their quest for glory at the World Cup. It is brilliant, it is exciting, and I am loving the passion and enthusiasm for women's sport. And yet here we have the coalition to right feet and kicking an own goal. This MPI by the member for Deakin is the football equivalent of forgetting which way you're going on the field, tearing the wrong way down the wing, sending a sweet cross into the box and slotting a divine header right past your own keeper. If it wasn't such a serious national issue, it might actually be funny. Housing is a very important issue in Hasluck, and my electorate in Western Australia has 53% of householders paying a mortgage and a further 18% renting. In some parts of the electorate, the percentage is much higher. The suburbs of Brabham and Henley Brook are Perth's most mortgaged suburbs, with over 73% of residents paying off their homes. Hasluck changed hands at the election last year, and one of the reasons that Hasluck changed hands was housing. Mortgage and rental stress is real. Social and affordable housing is a real issue. People are concerned to see that everyone has a roof over their head. When voters went to the polls in Hasluck on the 21st of May last year, they went to the polls knowing that the Albanese government would be making serious investments in housing. And the Housing Australia Future Fund is a significant part of that package of housing affordability measures. This morning, Senator Pocock hosted a briefing by Everybody's Home. Everybody's Home is backed by organisations across the wide range of housing support interests. They presented their report, Brutal Reality, the Human Cost of Australia's Housing Crisis. The report is essential reading, and members here reading that report and understanding the stress that people are under must surely vote for any and every measure the Minister for Housing brings before this parliament. Senator Pocock is on the record as wanting more, but he's also smart enough to know that the bill is a great start. He's backing the Housing Australia Future Fund. Likewise, the Jackie Lambie Network is supporting passage of the bill, and I commend Senator Lambie and Tyrrell for their support. There's a housing crisis, and those senators are doing the right thing. And the last time the bill came before the parliament, we had the Greens and the Coalition in bed with each other on this bill. Tossing and turning, I bet. It's got to be an uncomfortable relationship. I wonder what they think when they roll over during the night and their eyes lock. What do their constituents think? We heard earlier from the member for Capricornia. 1,200 residents she spoke of attending a town hall in Rockhampton talking about housing affordability. Double that number, she reports, are potentially sleeping rough. 12.6% are experiencing rent increases of 12.6%. The average rent, $585 per week. Clearly, she is not talking to those deeply concerned and stressed individuals. So I will. For those residents of Rockhampton, know this. The Albanese Labor government is delivering immediate action like the $2 billion social housing accelerator, which will deliver new social rental homes across the country in partnership with the states and territories, including in your town. We're working with the states and territories. We are working to create action for renters by expanding opportunities for home ownership and bolstering frontline homelessness services. For those experiencing that 12.6% increase in your rent, if you are eligible, you'll be able to be a beneficiary of the increase of the maximum rate of Commonwealth rent assistance by 15%. This is the largest increase in more than 30 years. We are hearing you, and we are responding, and we are acting, but we can do more. And we can do more with the Housing Australia Future Fund. This is a $10 billion commitment. But we need you to be able to get onto your phone and contact your local members, like the member for Capricornia, and ask her to support this bill. The Greens have to stop pretending that they have a mandate and pass the Housing Australia Future Fund bills. The Liberals the Nationals, who have opposed this legislation, have to come forward, listen to what you're telling them and pass this bill. Because every housing body in this